When you have a dream and someone comes at you with a roadblock and says, you can't do this, and here's why. I'm not the type of person that goes, okay, and then it just ends there. Oh no. Hi, this is Ben Orlando, AKA Summer Orlando, Connecticut's premier theater queen. The minute you say you're a drag queen, they're like, okay, so you want to be a woman, you're trans, and it's all this stereotypical stuff that people don't understand unless they ask or do their research.
Wow, we're really keeping it on brand up here.
Yeah, we are. We really are.
Get with the B.
This is the real world of drag. Summer Orlando, the character, is Ben amplified to like 150%. She is everything that's inside of Ben that just gets, blown up to enormous proportion and then hit with the spotlight. And then throw some sequins and glitter on her, and that's Summer Orlando. The makeup comes off at the end of the night, the dress comes off at the end of the night, and Ben comes back at the end of the night. I like to think of Summer and Ben as two different people. Not two different people, two different entities. So Summer is a character. She is made up. She is a fantasy, a fictional character, as a character from a book is fake, and it stays in the book and whatever. I've been doing drag for about going on 6 years now. It started out when I was in college, when I was doing Rocky Horror. And when I decided, I'm gonna do drag, I'm gonna try drag. And it was also the time where I came out publicly as a gay man. I didn't really have the support of my father, and who I really don't have a relationship with now. And we haven't spoken in probably the amount of time that I've been doing drag. We haven't spoken about 5-6 years. He was not okay with me being gay and me dressing in drag and me doing anything. He said I was gonna ruin my life. And in turn, he kind of decided that he was going to ruin mine. He stopped paying for college. I had to leave college. I wasn't really talking to my mom at the time. At first, she didn't want anything to do with it. She wouldn't come see any of my shows. She wouldn't come see me perform. So it was like a very rough time in my life. So I moved in with my grandmother. She not necessarily understood why I was doing what I was doing, but she understood that it was something that made me happy. It was artistic, and she always supported something that I did that was artistic because she figured it was a way of expressing myself. And then my mom came to terms with it down the line. And I think once I explained to her that it was another side of acting and another form of theater. It was just me on stage doing what I normally do as an actor, except I happen to be wearing a wig and a dress. And so I think explaining it that way and showing her that side of it, I think she kind of was able to say, oh, okay, well, I'm familiar with that side of theater, and I know that you play characters on stage. So this is just a female character that you're playing. So now she goes to see everything I'm in.
So thanks, Mom. And she's in the audience tonight, so hey, Mom! This is her second time at the Broadway Movie.
In a community, there are all of these drag queens, okay? And we consider all of ourselves as sisters. Because drag is a family in of itself, and it's all of these people who identify in the same way as, we're these performers, and we put on these costumes, these elaborate costumes, and these characters almost become a life of their own. We rip each other to pieces all the time, but it's all out of love and fun, and everyone understands that. It's not out of malice or hate, because we're all friends in the end when it comes down to it.
All right, timekeeper.
Your tone is very pointed right now.
The show won't start till we ready.
Get ready. You are not wearing those.
Wow.
We'll always be bosom buddies, friends, sisters, and pals.
One thing that I do stand very strong on is I do not back down on what I do, and I will not settle. I always stay true to me. I would say the most memorable to date show that I have participated in was I did a production of The Wizard of Oz, and it was going to be 50 minutes, and it was going to have all the songs. But then I was approached by the company that has the rights, and they told me that I couldn't do that, and if I continued on this journey to do the show, that they were going to have to tell Warner Brothers, and they would sue me. And that scared the crap out of me, because they were like, they will sue you like $50,000 and all your worth and everything. And, you know, through this amazing community that we have, I was able to raise all of the money needed to do the show in about 2 weeks. They said, okay, you've now given us this money, now you can do this show. So in the world of theater, a boy going and auditioning for a female role doesn't normally happen. You're given gender stereotypes and standards where they're like, men wear pants and girls wear dresses, and you know, Dorothy is a girl part and you can't play a girl part because you're a boy. And when you have a dream and someone comes at you with a roadblock and says, you can't do this, and here's why. I'm not the type of person that goes, okay, and then it just ends there. Oh no, this show was being worked on and being created in my head, in my mind for years. Like this was like an up and coming thing. Like sooner, like I have been creating this probably since I was little. So I immediately casted myself as Dorothy. It was kind of like my screw you to anybody who's ever told me that I couldn't do something. Now I can say with the most humility, and I am so honored to be recognized as the first male actor to ever play the role of Dorothy in a licensed production of The Wizard of Oz in the entire world. I was the first, and you know, I hope I'm not going to be the last. So, you know, I think I've conquered one of the biggest dreams I've ever had in my entire career of being a drag performer. And so that was really, really cool. When you are happy with a product that you put out and it is exactly what you envision and what you strive to put out, that is the greatest fulfillment that any performer can ask for.